Dillon, who are you talking to?
The wife.
Talking to your wife?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you meet your wife?
Well, I met my wife in the house system.
In the
Fuller.
house? In Fuller.
Yeah.
Right on.
Crazy
So-
how that works, isn't it?
Yes. So you were in Fuller House. Yeah, let's walk.
What you doing? Come on, let's walk.
You're in Fuller House.
Yes, I was.
And what was your
What's up, man? Come on through.
what was your role in the Fuller House?
Well, in the Fuller House, Josh, I was the Regent, and so the Regent's goal and primary thing to do is to promote community the best they can within the house.
Okay.
And what that means for me is getting those people to bond together the best they can.
Yeah, right on. And how long have you been here at Southeastern?
I've been at Southeastern since 2014, same as this guy. And
Yes.
what a day it's been. What a life it's been. I mean, we've lived in 213 almost all our lives.
Yes, that's right.
And by all, I mean all our lives here at Southeastern. But that's how it usually goes, isn't it?
Yep, that's right. And so what's your degree?
My degree is pastoral ministry through the Hunt Scholars program, which didn't always exist.
Right.
It has only been new since 2015. And so I got to have this awkward year of what am I supposed to do with my life? But
Right.
I found it out, and hopefully I'll be done by 2019 with the divine providence of the Lord. I will be done soon.
Right. Okay. And why did you do house leadership?
So house leadership was really important to me because I really wanted to get involved in the lives of students and just pour into their lives.
Right.
And the best way for me to do that was to get acquainted with and involved with new students. And one of the ways I was doing that was working through student life, but I knew I wanted to do something more, which is why I looked towards the house system.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So what would you say was your favorite moment in Fuller House?
Definitely the best moment was when we did the scavenger hunt for new student orientation. Not only because I met my wife there, but we won.
Yes.
And it was just a great time for us as a house to just bond together and get to know one another. I heard a lot of good news and good posts from people saying I know I'm in a family. That makes my job that much easier as the Regent to know that these people want to be here and belong here.
Right.
That makes me more comfortable to be all right, let's do stuff then, you know?
Yeah. So with your expectations going in, being the first Regent of a house, what all did you have to think about and do with that?
So with that, the hardest part for me was trying to come up with events that would last 10 years from now. When
Yeah.
I'm coming back here, maybe preaching chapel if I'm that lucky, but going to that house and saying, okay, they're doing this, but they're not doing this. For example, we did a coffee house kind of thing, and that's kind of birthed out into Fuller Fam Nights.
Right.
And with Fuller Fam Nights, it's this community, this bonding. And so as the Regent, you never know what events actually will carry over, what traditions will carry over. Your goal is to just say, I'm going to do this with the hopes of just bringing people together. And that should be your intention.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And so what's your biggest takeaway?
Are we going to go in?
Yeah, we
Wanna
can.
go in? Okay.
Yeah. All right, you gotta grab the.
Give me these.
So what's your biggest takeaway from Fuller House?
My biggest takeaway from Fuller House is honestly just the fact that we knew we were a family when we started, and that through that it was going to carry over throughout the years. Obviously, I met my wife through Fuller. I was able to just grow with her in that. I mean, I've basically lived here since 2014. This has been my house, and it's just been good to learn those things and to have a good presence within the house. I haven't been in here in a while. Yeah, so it's just with learning comes the idea of just wanting to connect with students. That's always the main goal. You want to connect with students. But with that as well, you learn that you're going to do something. You're going to plan an event, hoping for it to stick. But if you try too hard, it's not going to. And sometimes the things you just are like, that was dumb,
Yeah.
that lasts.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah. And so what would be one of your last words to just Fuller House and the students in it?
Fuller, stay awesome, love Jesus, and go Wolves.
Thanks, Dillon. As always, it's great to see you.
Here are your keys.